Intuitive Edge here. So it's already upon us. Today is March 1st. So we're going to take a look at our month ahead and see what's in store for us for this month. We're going to take a look at the realm of the political, what's going on in politics. We're going to look at the environment, what's happening in the greater environment, where the people are, what's going on with society, people, that kind of thing. Then we're going to look at the financial markets and see what the obstacles or challenges are there. We're going to look at the lesson that we're learning this month, what is in the past, the energy that's leaving, and then what gives us hope moving forward. So let's take a look at March. So for the political, the first card we have is the Four of Swords crossed by the Eight of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is a card, well, the key word is recovery, but it's a card of taking some time out. And with the card of the restriction, the Eight of Swords as the obstacle on top of it, I heard the words like the walls are closing in. It feels like that restriction, that restrictive energy. And again in this deck, this Ocean Tarot deck, they have the swords depicted with sharks. All of the swords card have the shark in the background, if you can see that. And when I see, when you think of a shark, they lots of metaphors for sharks, right? You got attorneys that are sharks. You got sharks smell blood in the water. They go into feeding frenzy. They attack. But I just, with that feeling of that restriction card and that shark in the background, I'm drawn to that imagery on it. And I'm just wondering, it feels like there's something with a restriction or some type, I don't know if there may be somebody that goes to jail or gets caught on something, there's lots of people that have been, embroiled in scandal. But I think this might be like an end or some type of, I don't know if it's prison or jail or someone just gets in a heap of legal trouble. There's already that going on politically, but this just feels like more of it. Or that there's maybe new people caught up, or that we're just going to maybe see kind of more of this as it's being played out in the news, some more scandals in that way. But this has to do with an attorney. I don't know if it's Michael Cohen. That might be old news. So heading into March, I don't know if this is a new attorney, but there's something about a legal somebody in the legal field, some attorney, or worked for the attorney's office, or worked for the Justice Department, or working somehow tied to politics with a legal, that I don't know who this is or what this is, but I see somebody getting caught and putting behind bars. Now we'll see what happens, but I have to say that I don't know who it is or what it is, but I just have to say that it feels like somebody's going to get put behind bars, or at least caught up in something that's going to be a real prison, a prison. Oh man, sometimes I just have to describe what I'm seeing. I just see somebody getting caught. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay. All right. Okay. Next card. This is the greater environment, kind of what's happening out in the field. What's taking place around the area, around the United States. What's going on? And then, again, I say United States. It could be beyond that too. We'll just see what comes through in the cards. But we have the Hanged Man crossed by the Queen of Cups. Now we've got This card is like, the keyword is limbo. It can be a card of being in limbo. It can also mean like you're kind of in between worlds. Maybe caught not knowing which way to face, not knowing which way to look, feeling torn or like you're it's like your allegiances are torn. Do I support this person? Or now when I say you, I'm just trying to flesh out what this feeling is. Okay, so bear with me. But this feels like somebody they don't know who to trust or where their allegiance lies. If they believe this person over here who's saying this, or if they want to believe this person over here who's saying something different. It's like, which way do I face? Who do I believe? So I'm wondering if this could have something to do with the political stuff that may be happening in the news. But I think it may leave people going, I don't know who to believe. I don't know what the truth is. I don't know. That person is lying. I don't know if this person's telling the truth. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like there's this kind of like unsettled, like, I don't know. I don't know who to believe. And we have that crossed with this Queen of Cups. Nice card. Queen is, the keyword of this one is sensitivity. And she kind of brings a little bit of stability and balance. And this is the obstacle or the challenge. So it may be a challenge to get out of that feeling of, I don't know who to trust, and have kind of a level perspective or a level head and see things from a higher mind or a higher perspective. That might be challenging. It might be difficult for some. Let's move on. Next is the financial markets. Hey, we have the Tower card. Now, don't go all running out and pulling all your money out of the bank and freaking out. You can if you want. No, I'm kidding. Don't. This is the card of destruction. We have the Tower card. This is like things falling apart. There could be some, this is a card of catastrophe. So I don't know that means the market's going to crash. I'm not saying that. That's why I'm saying don't panic. But there could be some volatility in the markets. There could be some turbulence. It could be a challenge for some, depending on what area of the financial markets. There may be some kind of change or something happening there. It's crossed by the Two of Pentacles, which is options and balance. Options and balance. Weighing your options and maintaining balance. So it could be a challenge for the markets this month to find that level again. I think there's going to be some volatility, and perhaps finding that smooth spot where it evens out probably isn't going to be happening so much this month. It might be a little more up and down. So just be aware of that. Okay. The lesson we are learning, we have the practicality, the King of Wands. So this is somebody who has a level head and kind of like that Queen of Cups, bringing that inner balance to things. The King of Wands, that practicality, that learning to use what's in front of him and make things work. Seeing things as they are, being practical. And that's the lesson. So it may be a challenge to see things from a more practical perspective, especially if it's your job or what might be happening in the field around us, and the drama in the news that we're subjected to. May be hard to kind of keep a level head. The past, the energy that's leaving, we have the Four of Wands. Now that's actually kind of a nice card. So it's like the keyword is reward. And that's in the energy of what's moving back, what's done and moving past. This is kind of a card of like having a vision, looking forward, filled with, it's like a nice feeling card. And to have that moving into the background, making room for something new. The outcome card, this is actually the hope, kind of what moves us forward at the end of the month. What's going to be moving us forward? We have the Six of Cups. This is a card of reflection, innocence. It's a card of like family and being with loved ones and reflecting on what the truth is for you, what when it all boils down, what brings happiness and joy. And so that's going to be what moves us forward, is what is most important? Is it all this drama that we're seeing, or is it the people that in our lives that we hold dear and love? Yeah, so again, this has kind of been a theme the last month too, I think, of staying out of drama and just kind of being more in tune with what brings joy and happiness, and not getting kind of sucked in to what's going on in a negative way, not letting it get to you. So reflection. Underneath everything, we have the Nine of Wands. This is a defensive position, being on the defense, kind of waiting for something to happen. So there may be some defensive positions, people being on the defensive. This is kind of like waiting for something else, like what else is going to happen. I feel that related to some of these others, like the political. It's like, what is there another shoe going to drop? What else is coming? Those are probably the biggest issues, is the politics and the stock market might be doing this up and down. So that's what I see for this month. Again, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope this month is a happy one for you out there. So we will do more videos, and we'll see what comes. All right, so everybody take care. This is Intuitive Edge, and we'll catch you next time. Until then, bye-bye.